Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Carly and you're watching Sewscape. Today I have a video showing you everything I'm planning on sewing in March, and I have some fabrics that I just thrifted yesterday that I'll show you. So my Burda magazine has been a little bit late. I sew almost exclusively from Burda Style Magazine. I love it. It fits me really well and I find it's a really economical way to sew. So every month I get so excited, and I usually try to aim for making about 4 things every month, kind of 1 thing every week with some extra time to do some scrap busting. But I'm not too strict about it. If it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. So because I have been waiting for the March issue, I kind of revisited the February issue 2023 of Burda Style, about thinking, is there anything in this magazine that I didn't get a chance to make that I was curious about? So I ended up sewing this 106 top here, and it has these super cute cutouts. I'll show you the little magazine picture of it. This is one of them. It's kind of, you know, a super sporty little tank top with these cutouts in it. And so I love that. I don't sew a ton of jersey. Every time I do, I regret it. It takes a lot of time. I break a lot of needles. But I made it out of this raspberry colored bamboo jersey. And it is a lovely fabric. I always feel like it smells weird coming out of the washing machine though, when it's damp. Let me know if anyone else feels that way about kind of natural fiber. I feel like it almost smells like a farm. I wonder if it'll go away. I've actually made I made a turtleneck a couple years ago from this, and then this tank top. So I will show you guys that in my March makes video, but until then you'll have to stay tuned. So the next thing I'm planning on sewing is actually the featured sewing lesson in the magazine. So it says skirt with trim. I don't think I'm gonna put trim on mine, but I kind of like this covered placket here. So it's made with snaps, and the snaps are enclosed in the placket, and then it has some patch pockets in the front. So I think this is super cute. I'll show you. I just thrifted this fabric. I thrifted it on my days off this week, and it's really lovely. So I have 2 meters of it. It looks to be 44 wide. I don't think it's the full 54. And it's this brown taupey, I would say that this is a twill. It kind of has that herringbone pattern, really slightly variegated texture to it. I love this. I think it's gonna go really great with my wardrobe. I'm trying to do different neutrals than just wearing kind of black. So I think this is, you know, neutral enough to go with warm colors or cool colors. It's not too warm or cool. So I think this will make a really cute version of that skirt. I haven't I haven't washed this fabric yet, so it feels like it's been sitting in a thrift store for a little while. So this is going straight into the washing machine. I paid $9.99 from it from Value Village, and I think that's a pretty good deal for 2 meters of fabric. That's in Canadian dollars. And another thing I'm wanting to sew this month is this gorgeous dress here. It really caught my eye in the preview. So here are the line drawings here. It has this really great kind of geometrical seam across the front. And in this, they've sewn little jewels to the sleeves here, like up on the straps. I think it is gorgeous. It only uses 1.3 meters of fabric, and then it uses a lining. So I was thinking, I have this beautiful cornflower chiffon that I thrifted around Christmas time. And in my head, I was making my monthly plans, and I'm like, I'm gonna use this fabric. I just went to go pull it out for this video, and it's so thin. Like I probably think less than 44 inches wide. So there's not enough fabric to make this pattern. So that kind of threw me into a tizzy, thinking, what am I gonna sew this dress out of? Because I want to do it justice. I feel a little bit precious about it now. So I was going through my stash. I thrifted a really cool 80s fabric that I showed in my last fabric haul, but I feel like with the geometric seams it would get lost. So the fabric that I have pulled out as my tentative might sew it out of would be, I have this really dark green velvet. And this would make such a gorgeous holiday dress. Here, let me see if I can get the green to show up. It's just looking black in this light. So I thought this fabric would be really great for the dress. The only problem is it is now March and I don't know if I'm wanting to be sewing velvet or wearing velvet. I feel like spring is right around the corner, but I have a perfect lining. Like this lining matches the dress perfectly to go with it. There's only a meter of lining, so I don't know if I could figure out a way to maybe bias bind the bodice and only line the skirt, because I feel like I would wear this with tights and I'd like a lining under that velvet because it feels like it would really catch on my tights and probably drive me crazy. So I don't know if I want to be sewing that or if I want to go fabric shopping and look for a different fabric for this dress, or even shop my stash and see kind of what I have. I'm gonna give that one a little more thought before I dive right in. That was gonna be the first project I sewed this month, but now I'm feeling a little lost about it. I had to grab my tea. My throat is a little raspy. Everyone in my house is sick. So I'm hoping I am not next, but we will see. And then the last thing I'm planning on sewing this month is this jersey wrap top. It goes up to a size 48, so it's the extended size range here. And yeah, it looks gorgeous. I am thinking I'm gonna sew this out of this spandexy material that I bought last month. This is just plain black, a little boring, but it's too see-through to do leggings. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll do leggings with it, but you would for sure see my butt through that. So I think this would be a really cute, form-fitting, snatched wrap top. I'm hoping I have enough for it, but I feel like if I cut it properly, it'll be fine. I might have to get a little creative about it, but I think that'll be good. The top does have long sleeves, and this probably doesn't braid that well. So I'm thinking maybe this will be the first thing that I sew up because the weather is about to get nice and I want to make sure this gets enough wear in my wardrobe before it goes away for the summer. So now I'm going to move on to showing you the fabrics that I just thrifted the other day. When I went to the thrift store, the whole fabric section was really torn through. I went through on a Monday, so maybe on the weekend lots of people went through and bought lots of fun fabrics and found things for their stash. So I'm really happy for them, and I found some really great stuff too. I'm gonna start out with this cotton blend. I think probably cotton viscose, like it's quite drapey. And it's got this lovely floral print on it. There's a ton of fabric here. I would say probably 4 meters. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do like a summery or spring set of pajamas. Easter's around the corner, so I feel like these colors are Easter perfect. And I'm going to visit my mom for Easter, so maybe I will have these pajamas done in time for that. That might have to be a bonus task, so we will see if that gets done before the end of the month. So yeah, this fabric is beautiful. I love it. It's got to go in the washing machine though. So for all of this fabric, I paid also $9.99. I feel like they kind of price everything at $9.99, sometimes $14.99, depending on what the fabric is. So I think that's a really good deal for a set of pajamas. And yeah, it might even be pajamas and something else, you know, there's a lot of fabric here. Okay, and this fabric is a little crazy, but it caught my eye and I immediately thought like a summer dress. And so it is this geometric kind of tie-dye. I would say this is like a poly crepe. And it's super drapey, super sheer. So I feel like this would make a really gorgeous dress in the summer. Probably something along the lines of what I want to sew for this month. Like, should I make that dress out of this or should I go velvet? Here's my conundrum. Do I want it to be very springy or do I want it to be wintry? I have no idea. Winter is not over, but it kind of is, you know? What do you think? So I saw the April preview of Burda Style, and there is this lovely kind of billowy sleeve swing coat with kind of a 60s Peter Pan collar on it. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I am making that coat. So I didn't know how much fabric it requires, but when I was at the store, I was looking and just keeping my eyes peeled. So I found this taupe suede that I really fell in love with for the coat. I thought this would be amazing. Line it with something super warm, and it kind of has enough structure to hold the shape, but is still lightweight enough to drape nicely on the billowy sleeves. But I think it's gonna require over 3 meters of fabric, especially because the sleeve pattern is probably huge. So I think I'm gonna have to save this for another coat. I really have this in my head as coat. The suede is gorgeous, and I feel like it's very wintry, like the pattern on it. It's kind of got these leaves. It looks like trees. Sorry, this is upside down. But it looks like bare trees. So I think that would be really nice for something, for a jacket in the winter. I wonder what someone bought this fabric for. Who knows? Anyways, so that is my plan for that. This might go in my stash and just like sit around for a while. And then I came across these curtains. So it is this minty, springy green with these beautiful embroidered flowers on it. Are they anemones? That's what I would say, but let me know if you have an idea of what these flowers are. Sorry, this is upside down as well. And so these curtain panels are huge. They're probably like 54 wide, maybe 44, but I have 2 of them. So I'm thinking I can for sure get that coat out of these 2 giant panels, and that way with the color I can wear it right away. I won't have to wait till next year because it's gonna be springy and gorgeous, and the fabric is kind of the same. It's really nice and drapey. It'll hold those billowy sleeves. Yeah, I'll line it with something warm and fuzzy because the wind kind of really blows where I live, and I still want it to be warm. And there's some really good quality lining on the inside of this that I'm probably not going to use for the coat. Maybe I will, but it's very soft. I'm like, this is great for a curtain lining. And then, yeah, I'll probably harvest this for a different project. And that's it. That's everything that I thrifted this month, everything that I'm planning on sewing up in the next month. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you want to see more videos like this, please hit that button, and I will see you guys next time. Have the best day. Bye-bye.